Good morning all, welcome to another cooking session. Recently we've had some very hot days. So what we're going to do today is almost no cooking, it's just assembling, but it's a really healthy, tasty salad for those days when you can't cook or it's too hot to cook. So it's just all vegetables and a bit of fruit. It's a nice contrast in flavors. So we have the saltiness of cheese, which is the only thing we are cooking, and the rest is all vegetables. You can use any vegetables that you like, and this is what we had in the kitchen today. So we'll start off by chopping the vegetables. Use that for your mixing up. So we peel the onion. Use your small bowl for rubbish. And we get rid of the peel and then slice the onion really finely. So we add that to the bowl. And then you've got some red cabbage. We'll slice that really fine as well. Try to get the cabbage as thin as possible. We add that with the onions. The good thing about this salad is you can make it early and leave it in the fridge, and it'll get really chilled. Okay, then we do the grapes, and with the grapes we just cut them in half. You can use red grapes or green grapes, as long as they're seedless, makes it easy. And again, you can add whatever you like to add. If you want to use mango, you can use peaches. Pomegranate's very good, it's lovely colors. But I call this my red salad because most of the ingredients are red. I sometimes put figs into it. Fresh figs, because figs and cheese go well together, the salty cheese. Okay, now with the watermelon, just cut it in half and remove the white part, the green skin. And then you cut it into small cubes. Watermelon is in season now, and it's actually very cheap, and it's a lovely thing to have on a hot day. So we add that to the bowl and then give it all a good stir, a good mix. Look at those colors, aren't they good? Okay, what I like to do now is to add the rocket, but I don't want to put any dressing on it till we are ready to serve. So you can use your spoon and your fork to toss it. So all the juices cover everything. If you add your oil and vinegar now, everything will become very limp. So it's much easier to leave it like this and add the oil and vinegar just before serving. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You should have it all like that and just leave that aside. And then we cut the halloumi. Halloumi is a very salty cheese. It's quite firm. So switch on your pans and cut the halloumi into slices about that size. In your little plastic container, there is some oil. So just a couple of drops into your pan. You don't need much. And it should start to sizzle. Then put your halloumi slices into the pan. Only about 3 or 4 drops. Just use your spoon. It will start sizzling almost immediately. Yeah, just about. That should be fine. You don't. It will start sizzling. So we give it about a minute on each side. Turn it over. When you flip it over, you'll notice it's really golden on one side, and that's lovely. Now that's the perfect color it should be. You don't want to get it too brown. It just makes it a little bit crispy. And then you do the other side. You don't need to cut your lettuce. It's much nicer if it's just. Okay, so that's almost done. It's starting to smoke, so I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to start doing the dressing. So a little bit of oil. A little bit of vinegar, again about a spoonful. And then some pepper and salt. Toss it again. Now add your garnish, these little leaves. As I said, the halloumi is very salty, so you don't need much salt. Now, with the halloumi, you can either cut it up again into smaller pieces, but I like to leave it as it is and just sprinkle it over. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil on the top. And that's it, that's done. That looks really colorful. And you can leave it in the fridge to eat for whenever you want it. Now remember, you can use figs, you can use mangoes, you can use peaches for the touch of sweetness. And if you don't like halloumi, you can use any cheese you like. You can also use feta cheese, which is very good.